have a chance. Richarlison. Cuts it back. Oh, what a goal! First up! It's just the 5th minute.
Still Lewandowski. Still Doski. Finds Dembele, and Dembele scores an equaliser. What a pass from Lewandowski. He has been the best player. He has actually got 2 assists. One of Gavi's goal and now Dembele's goal.
And City wins! City won the match. Manchester City won the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, welcome to the second season of Brisbane05Blaster World Club Cup, the Final Four. I really cannot wait for this one, and please make sure to like and subscribe because in the analytics, majority of you haven't subscribed to this channel, so I really recommend you to please subscribe to my channel as this could benefit me in the future. Of course, I'm going to be making a special video after this one, so please make sure to like and subscribe because that will motivate me in the future. Anyway, without further ado, let's get this started. So let's move on to our first team, Sigma Ulamuk. We have our first club from rest of the world / Czech League that have made it this far in the competition. That's right, it is Sigma Ulamuk. Many people think that Sigma Ulamuk had a fluke performance in Season 1 because they've of course bet the other Italian giants, AC Milan. But they've proved their doubters wrong and are now in the semi-finals. And this shows. But however, getting there wasn't very easy because in the round of 16 they have to take on FC Lorient and they managed to beat on penalties. It was a very close game, but they just managed to prevail this one on penalties and have reached the quarters to take on one of the Italian giants, Roma. But surprisingly, they actually took down Roma, defeating them 3-2. They're up against Sporting in the semis, who are in good form as Sigma Ulamuk look to turn the tables around and somehow get past the Portuguese stars as they look to create history. Speaking of Sporting, we have them next. Of course, next team that will be joining alongside Sigma Ulamuk is none other than Ronaldo's boyhood club, Sporting Lisbon. Sporting are the third best team in Portugal. They're the third best team in Portugal and are looking to create history in the tournament like what Porto did in the Champions League. But let me tell you this. Their road to semi-finals has been crazy and interesting. In the round of 16, they were unlucky as they had to play Manchester United. However, Sporting have their angel and a potential dominating player in the tournament, João Pinto, as they managed to scrape past United in the round of 16, beating them in golden goal. Then in the quarterfinals, they were up against Marseille, one of the best teams in France. Many people thought it was going to be a close game, but Sporting demolished Marseille with the scoreline of 6-2. Sporting are now in a position where they can actually reach the finals because now they're up against Sigma Ulamuk and are now in the semi-finals as they look to replicate the same success Porto did in the Champions League. Then we have Barcelona, the runner-ups from last season, who are on a redemption arc as they're looking to be in back-to-back finals. Barcelona have had their success in recent years being one of teams to have sextuple, that means claiming 6 trophies in 1 year. Barcelona wanted to be back on their perch as they're the only Spanish team to win a treble and sextuple. In the round of 16, Barcelona were up against a newly introduced team in the competition, Lecce, as they made it look so easy, demolishing them with a scoreline of 5-1, thanks to a hat-trick from Kluivert and a decent contribution by Marc Overmars. However, in the quarterfinals, things started to look interesting as Barcelona took on Leicester City, who were one of the pretenders in last season, as they are looking to go deeper in the competition. The match was so intense that many fans wanted to be seated and not move from their seats. But despite Leicester City giving a good fight, Barcelona were just too good as Patrick Kluivert has got a back-to-back hat-trick and no other defender could stop him. They are one step closer to reaching the final as they have a rematch of last season's semi-final, Hellas Verona. Barcelona have a lot of talented players and some heroes like Xavi, Puyol, Kluivert, Gavanon, Overmars and Cocu, as they might be the favourites yet again to win the tournament. Last but not least, Hellas Verona. Of course, we have a team who are also looking to go deeper in the tournament, and that is none other than Hellas Verona. Hellas Verona had an outstanding performance last season as they were the bronze medalists beating Leicester City in the third place match. However, things have been going rough for them as they just lost Addleton, who have been their only bright spot last season, as he single-handedly carried this team to the semis. But since he left the club, many people thought that their Cinderella run would be over for them. But despite their flaws, they have showed some resilience in the competition, and the journey to their semi-finals would prove it. In the round of 16, it was an easy match for them as they took on Middlesbrough. Yes, they did go down first, but there were no worries as they managed to score 2 more goals to complete the comeback and have made it easily in the quarterfinals. However, the quarterfinals was basically a movie as they took on the defending champions Real Madrid. Many people thought that Real Madrid would easily win this match, but I and the others were wrong as Madrid have become clowns themselves. Real Madrid had lost Roberto Carlos because of a rough tackle he had made earlier, which gave the referee no choice but to send him off from the pitch. Ever since then, Hellas Verona took complete advantage of the situation and have managed to score 2 unanswered goals on Los Blancos. Raul did give hope to them, but it was not enough as Gilardino put a dagger in Real Madrid supporters' hearts, beating them 3-1, as this was a huge upset and also the best game they've ever played. They're up against Barcelona as they're looking to not repeat the same mistake they've done last season. Cosato and Gilardino have been Hellas Verona's best players in the tournament, but luck can be a factor to them based on how the circumstances would be in the pitch. And as you can see right here, here's the schedule. Sigma Lumuk taking on Sporting Lisbon will happen on 20th of August, 6 o'clock. Barcelona versus Hellas Verona semi-final 2 will happen on 6 September, 6 p.m. Or in 6 September, 6 p.m. So please make sure to write this down because I would have a change of plan because if I'm busy with other stuff, but right now my first trimester of college is near its end, so I may have time to upload these 2 videos. So yeah, please make sure to like and subscribe. I've already talked brief about the top 4 teams, so yeah, please make sure to like and subscribe as this would really help me in the future. And yeah, but get ready guys, because the semi-finals would really be something of an emotional mangle and special to what the fans deserve. So stick around guys as the semi-finals will come shortly as these 4 teams are preparing for their glory and success.